we good? That looks good. Okay. I'm just gonna say that's looking good. Okay. Who knows at this point? Like just the lotteries know whether or not these actually work or not. Okay. Welcome. Streamer mode, Discord. There you go. Not that it matters. I'm not being, you know, harassed by anyone on Discord, but you never know. It's just, I guess, courteous in that way that they'll know. Okay. Welcome. Let's see this booting up, loading up. All right. Welcome. Hi, Star, and you. Sorry. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that. Probably should look it up. At least some of you regulars should look that up. Anyway, welcome. Let's see if the chat works. Might be able to just refresh it by that. Maybe it'll work. Yep, there we go. Okay. Weird way if that works. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Oh, it's pushed all the way up. I think that's all good. Okay. How we doing? Just trying to make sure everything is good before really diving into it. I don't know. Last couple ones have been weird. Thanks for pushing that. Let me see if I can... Sasha. That's what that's giving me. I think that was what you gave me last time. So, okay. That red with C1 is Sasha. Okay. Got it. Put in my notes. Okay. And now we got no. Now you should bring it up. Oh, that's not letting me translate it. Sorry. Hello. We're all happy. Thank you guys. You're all so friendly. Alright. Hey, legit. Alright. If you don't know what this is, doing a 6 fan art thing that was popular like a couple months ago. So these are characters that you guys chose, or maybe not directly you, but a couple of you. I had a couple weeks ago, I had a little I don't know, community post to say, hey, give me some random character. And so 6 of you, the first 6 got on here. So thank you very much for that. That gave me content to be able to do this, as well as yeah. I guess we'll just get into it. We skipped over GLaDOS last time because Star said he wasn't here, so making it up for you that we're gonna do it today, and then I guess in the next week or so we'll finish the other 3 and finish it all up. So we'll, I guess, this is the last week of May. I have a calendar over there. So, yeah, we'll have to finish this in June, I guess. That's when that's happening. So, anyway, I'll get started on this. So how we doing? Hi, Cookie. Alright. How are you guys doing now? Let's get rid of that. Maybe I can keep the boxes, these things, and that. There we go. Just make it less distracting, I guess. So you don't have to look at the other ones the whole time. There we go. Okay. I'm doing good. I've been kind of busy, really, with the Midnight Mares. That's been an interesting project, like getting work on. As well as also dividing my time up to also work on the Derpy movie. Oh boy. So let's see. Hi Dustin. Derpy's on the thumbnail, but I could do a quick one. It'll just be like, whoop whoop. There you go. Here's my storyboard, Derpy, as always are. There you go. Just gotta imagine her as the right colors. What I could do is do this. That's GLaDOS, and then we can go in here and delete it. Alright. A couple dummy layers, and then we'll get onto it. Okay. Because now that she's good, GLaDOS is slightly complex. Gonna do the robot form. Is that a spoiler? I hope it's not. At least I beat both portals, so I could say that. So, thankfully, if I know, like when we did Gordon the first time, that I haven't played anything more than like the 20 minutes of like the Half-Life demo. So, yeah. Oh boy. Glad I can get my reference picture so you can see before I draw it and see like we can come back to here at the end to see if it looks good. This is Portal Shoe Gladys. I don't know why. I don't know why that's called that. I don't even know. It's Google image apparently. Look at all this fun stuff. It's PNG. So we're gonna try and do that as a reference. So we're gonna be looking at that one. Yep. GLaDOS. I don't know. It's an acronym and you never really know how to say it. So, okay. Just zoom in so I can get most out of this. Okay. I want to make my thing a little thinner. That's better. So it's a sketch. You want it to be not super heavy. And try not to erase. Just get the forms better that way. I feel. It's just like trying to find form out of this rather than shape, I guess. Yeah. I mean, you had like 13 years to play Portal, so it's not a recent game. As well as the second game was like 2012, so yeah, you had some time to pick that up. Genetic life form and discovery says I'm cute. So I know she's like the pseudo villain. I don't know if she's like, you know, classified as, you know, a real villain, as she's kind of, you know, misunderstood in the background lore or whatever. I mean, I guess you have like some kind of battle, but it's not like a big, you know, just like to finish the game rather than anything else at that point. I've learned that people on Reddit are upset that the eyeball is asymmetrical, so I'm gonna adhere to that just to be with that. I was also thinking of adding some decors, I think. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Boo boo boo. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Sasha. I don't know. I mean, she's just doing, you know, literally programming to, like, test the subject, so it's not really, you know, anything more than that. But if it's just kind of, I don't know. You could say so. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to be cool with that. But if you guys are just going to go back to it, it's like, okay. That's okay. And then there's got more details, but yeah, whatever. Could like angle it more, maybe. That'd be fun. That'd be a neat trick. Push it up, maybe. I don't know. Let's get it a sketch for this part, and then I'll probably add a bit more detail to this. That'll do. Just get going on it. Mm-hmm. Definitely a villain. Okay. I don't know. I felt like she was not quite the most... Like, you think of, like, more antagonists where they're just, like, one note. Like Bowser's and Ganondorf's. Where they're just like, hey, Mario's and Link's, I'm gonna get you just because... Or they want power or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, GLaDOS is more complicated to say, like, she's an antagonist, but yeah. I understand, like, you're having, like, more reasons to... We're gonna get, like, weird into this, aren't we? That everything kind of makes sense, you know? That it's not like, oh, black and white with everything. I don't know. We're diving off way too weird. Try to figure this out with that. Okay. Maybe push this up a little bit. And then this could be like one of the cores. Nice circle. Don't need to be a circle because I know I'm going to change it up. Maybe they're like looking at each other. Yeah. There you go. But of course I have these things. There we go. That's what I was missing. There we go. And then they look like that or something. And then I got that. There we go. Okay. It's just memorization now. I don't remember any of that. I just remember like what Wheatley looked like and then just kind of drew that. Okay. Oh, I really love Portal. Yeah. It's one of the first real games, I guess, you know, besides like Nintendo games that I really beat. Because I never really beat too many games. I probably said that before, where like with Pokemons and even like Mario's, I don't really actually finish. They either get like too tough or something, so never actually finished most of those games. And with Portal, I actually stuck around to actually finish it, so that was really fun. Let's see. I don't think there's much this up there, but I could probably just make it kind of like that, and then there's just a bunch of wires, and then wires coming up to support everything. This giant body mass thing here. I should probably just add some textures or something on there. I don't know. Figure it out. Let's see. How we're doing? I'm doing good. As I just choke on that. Alright. Hello. Can't really see from this picture that I showed you. Why not? Like your face is more concave at the here. So I can do a curve out. More like that, maybe. Trying to find form now. First time I was just trying to find shapes. I see these little dots here, I guess, and I can make. Fun thing about robots, I've found that you can just draw whatever kind of shapes, and it just kind of works. Like, you don't really need to adhere to like perfect models or whatever. It's just like, I want a line here. It works. You know. This could be small. I think my eyes be bigger. There we go. Okay. There's like a HAL shape here. HAL 9000, I guess. Found another line there, sure. That looks like a mouth, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Get rid of my other shape. So I got this so far. If that looks good, I can continue with that. I think I'm missing like a bar here, and then that'll be connecting. So let's get rid of this, and then we can say like this is a pipe, maybe, and then that'll connect it back to there. And then some more supports or something here. That's a straight wire, and that's another wire. But this is a jumble of wires that connect, I think. There we go. Get these hatches or something. Yeah, it's just gonna be a big mess right now. Trying to figure out the form and everything. Yep. Alright. Hello. Alright. This is GLaDOS with some cores. I'm gonna figure out how to draw these better. You know, I should just look at what a core looks like. Portal. Core. There you go. Okay. Just trying to figure out what kind of eye shape is. So they're sunken in, and then they have pages of circle, and then a circle inside. Yeah. But this could be bigger. Maybe this whole thing could be, yeah. Maybe something like that. I don't know. And then maybe a shine to make it cute. Yeah. And this one can be same deal. And then this will be the one color, but it'll be like yellow. Right there. some kind of shape there. Maybe another roundy out thing. Like that. Okay. That'll be our sketch, and then we'll just have to color it in. Oh boy. How we doing? Ugh. So I see a lot of text. Oh boy. Hello games you talked in. How? Oh, awesome. Mm-hmm. Yours are personality course. Yes. Okay. Could draw like maybe one more, maybe, or that might be too much. I think just kind of hinting to them. It's good enough. There you go. Maybe I'll get rid of this and just add like, I don't know what kind of face I want though. This doesn't really have anything, but it's just like if I add anything, it's gonna seem face-ish, no matter what. Like even if I do that, which is what I see, and it's like not. So I'll just go with this and then just kind of have maybe, I don't know, now it looks like Clippy. I don't know. That kind of works. Maybe I can scrunch this in a bit. Like that. As I figure out this whole thing out. I don't know. Here we go. Okay. Liking that. Looks pretty good. Sure. We'll go with that. Alright. Okay. How we doing? Mm-hmm. Is there an Undertale spoiler I missed? There you go. Hello. How you guys doing? I'm doing good. Okay. Let me just put this onto the side for now. As I figure out what I want to do. I want to use lines. And then make them green. And then let's make them thicker with rectangle caps. Okay. So I could start with the first thing or the last thing. I don't know. In terms of front word. Like I could make the soap bar shape thing that I made here. Let's go with that. And then we'll go back. And then it'll be more ambiguous as we go along so I can make sure that this shape looks good. Alright. I would do and say that just to make sure everything's actually still running. Alright. So this goes connecty. Sorta. Want it up there though. Let's mess that up a little bit. Let's get back to where it wasn't there in the first place and redo it. Okay. Somehow my magnet thing didn't work. There we go. Trying to make it hug there. A little lower. Being too precise probably should be a little bit less. Test colors. Okay. How we doing? Cute emoji. I don't know what it means. I'll leave that for later. Might be a layer on top to do the face. Yeah, so I'll just leave that for now. And then I'll do that. Okay. It's not cheating if I'm already already using a program, so it's not cheating to just add shapes that I need. That sounds sick, but I'm not really. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe I've just been in the house, you know. You get, I feel like I haven't, you know, been outside the house much, but my regular routine is already still inside, so I'm gonna sneeze actually. Hang on. Yeah, just thinking about it. Alright. Not even inside this house, it's all dusty. Okay. Whew. Maybe I should use it. It's Kleenex, but yeah, it's over there. I think it'd be closer to me, but it's not. Okay. How do? Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. It might just be regular allergies. That's just like it's already, whoop, grass or tree season or something. I don't know what you call it. Where get allergic to stuff like that. Allergic to grass and trees. Maybe it's just pollen in it. I don't know. Let me get sidetracked on allergies, right? For a bit, or as a kid, I always had to be careful in playing on grass, so like in playground time, you know, in school. It was like, can't really roll around in grass with you guys. That'd just be, I don't know. Have to be careful, I guess. I don't know. Wasn't that bad, but it just always kind of comes up, you know, whenever you think about it. Anything else? Okay. I don't think that's connected, but it's trying to magnetize to nothing. Okay. Okay. See you then. That's sad. Well, let's actually make this a tapered line, maybe. I'm doing on time pretty bad, actually. That's where I want to be. Would be halfway. It should have everything here, and then I just add color. So, not exactly there yet. That's a little disappointing. Might have made this too ambitious, but we'll see. Probably just took too long just to make everything, you know, line perfect as it went along, so now it's gonna take a while. But now I don't have to like change things as I go, so weird help with that. Cake's a lie. Forgot about that actually. Thank you. Womp. Yeah, just like speed running it now. Okay. And then some of these. I need a new layer just for the handlebar thingies. Go up and down. Like that. That. Okay. And then these will have, I guess, now I can make them fills maybe. I don't know. That's what I got so far. It's all this. Alright. Let's get more layers. Okay. You guys are good. Okay. So focus on this. Okay. So I'm on the layer behind it, so I can just make this back plate thing here. And then probably add the details later on, so I'll just get the base shape here. Then I can add the other things onto it later. And by later, it'll just be like in a couple minutes. Just because how this is going. Why am I putting a time limit on it? I don't know. That's more fun, just because each of these I can then say like, hey, I made 6 characters in like 6 hours. Rather than like, oh, well, I spent an hour on this one, but this one took me 2 hours. And be like, oh, okay. You know, kind of like not how cool that sounds. And I was like, oh, okay. I need a bunch of random lines really just to add like more texture into it. Rather than it being, this is what a different part of it would be, I guess. So, yeah. Because otherwise it'd be pretty bare. Without much stuff. Or just be like just a square with nothing really going on. So I'm gonna add something here. Because now with the minimal style, I'm trying to figure out just what to really draw. So that's what's going on here. Follow this. This will be the outer core. Nope. Do it again. Too big. Okay. Remember playing the Portal Maker? What was that? Like the Mario Maker, but it's like with portals? That was really fun. I don't remember what it's called, but I made a couple levels in it. Probably could like find my original levels if I really wanted to. Probably find them. That'd be fun. They were, yeah, as you probably would expect from someone, you know, like a teenager trying to make a level for the first time. So they weren't really like smart per se, but just like, oh, that's very good. You did a thing, kind of a thing. So yeah, it was fun. I don't know how many shapes are going on here. There you go. Okay, surprisingly easy to draw cores. Okay, so what do I got? I need to make the wires on top. Let's do that. Okay. Get a couple lines. Couple too many lines. And then each of these can like wiggle in. These are too close. That's okay, we're going to delete them anyway. And then a couple larger pipes over here. And then a thinner one. And then a larger pipe here. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay. And then like a smaller one here. Okay. That looks like nothing, but I'm sure it'll look great when I'm done. Oh boy. Yeah. Even with like Mario Maker, I feel like I'm still not really able to like make anything. Like anything substantial. So yeah. Haven't really progressed. Or progressed with anything like that. Boop. There you go. That's an orange eye. And then this will be darker. And this will be red for fun. Yay. The rest of it is like chrome except for the middle body parts and the cords. Those will be black. So, okay. So most everything will be near the white, gray area. I don't know. What are we tilting towards? Maybe more blue? Blue will be interesting. Let's see. Maybe like that. Maybe wider. There you go. And then we'll just kind of pick some darker colors here. Okay. Get rid of these and that. And then this will be this color. This really is just to be for fun with the little line here. There's not much more than that. There you go. I feel like I had more detail, but it kind of still works. Probably just add it back in, and this will be like black, I guess. Or maybe it didn't actually take it. Black. There you go. Okay. It's really surprising. Like you just add like a dab of color, and just like, oh, it's GLaDOS. It's like, how does that even happen? All right. I can add another line up here. Maybe. It'll be like a, ooh, it's like a eyebrow. There you go. So it's fun to like make these cuter versions have more personality without really trying. Like this. There you go. It's like weird unibrow thing. I don't know. Just figuring out as I go along. There we go. Like surprised or bewildered or something. There we go. That works pretty too good. Alright. I want to make this a little straighter. Okay. This might makes it look great. It is sort of great, at least with the picture I'm seeing. I kind of like it. I don't know. Obviously there's not too much to it, but most for scenes are like in blues or dark environments, so it's hard to know like a perfect color. I guess she use more white, but if I make it too white, obviously, then she'll disappear into the background here. So I have to make a background first, I guess. I don't know. Shiny white. Okay. I'm gonna take some of these. Gotta recolor a couple of these. I think that'll be good. Gotta move on to this. What core should this be? A whole bunch of different color cores. All of them are pretty much the same body color. What kind of color eye would this be? This is just a random one. Orange background. Okay. Gotcha. These will be fill. Just I can color these with like the gray or maybe like dark gray. That's like mid gray. There we go. Purple, space core. What color is space core? Trying to figure out everything else while we're deciding on that. Because I have 2 cores at the moment, so we could do both of those. Let's see. Mostly white. I still kind of like that blue color. It's like a nice contrasty color. Or not. Here we go. So this will be the color, and then this will be the white as well. It's like a rim that's black, and then the same kind of color. And this could be darker, I guess. I don't know. It's gonna be very samey, but I guess sort of works. Like this could be brought to be a darker color, like that. I don't know. I don't want to really show that one because it's not really a nice curve, I guess. That's still not good. Okay. Can't really see the rest of them. Okay. And this is the same darker color there, I guess. Trying to figure this out as I go. Space is yellow. Space. Completely. Purple, red, and green? Yellow? I don't know. Brown? I don't remember. I want to change this color, but it's not changing. There we go. It's like the exhaust or something. Let's make sure that this works. There we go. So this could be that color, and then sort of works. And it needs like something like this, maybe. Like this. I don't know. Try to figure this out. So I just run along with this. Keep that one. Get rid of these. Get rid of the outline. It's weird snibbles here. But I'll keep these ones to be more of an outline or something. I don't know. No. That. And then kind of darker. Figured it out. So what do we think? I guess we could change the eye color whenever. I'm just trying to figure this out. But this, okay. Let's move this into a better position. Actually that kind of works, but I can move this one to be better. Like it's actually going around the surface. There we go. Fill this one, so it'll be the same. Like that. Fill this one. This can also be better. Okay. Might need a circle or something in the middle. That's Wally. How'd that happen? Okay. That actually kind of works. That was fun. Okay. It's like a weird headphone thing going on here now. Okay. Yeah, the rest of the body will have to be very simplistic just because I'm taking so long on this bit. Like all the chords in her body. Want it to be simple. Chords are Portal 1. I mean, I got it on Google as well. Space is orange. Oh no. Let's see. When I do know, I just kind of start to decide on it, I guess. Go with purple. Okay. That's me. Magenta purple. I'll see you halfway with that. There you go. And then we'll add a white circle here. So it'll act as a shine as well as make it look cute. Well, let's go with that. Okay. Because that's looking like that. Okay. It's just my interpretation, so it's gonna be okay that it's not on model. As we said like last time, that's okay. I know you guys would prefer it to be more abstract or whatever. So, here we go. We have friends. Okay. Now I just have to draw the rest of the owl. Okay. Purple starts if I into pupil. I saw it doesn't use his pupil. Doesn't use pupils. Maybe we could have like a very shiny or very minimal one. Like it's not in between shade, I guess. Hit. If that'll help you. Like that. That sort of works. Now to color the rest of this beast here. Here. Doing good. Now the rest of it will be the rest of the what am I saying? The rest of the body here. There we go. And then this part's actually a little bit darker for some reason there. And then this will be maybe like a little bit darker here. I don't know. This section here is not going to be super pretty, I guess. This part's way darker. Okay. And then maybe like a mid here. Okay. Some of these could be a little better. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So now I can individually change these to be a little bit more or less. And just say like, that's good. Let's get rid of the outline. I keep somebody's inner lines as texture, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying, but just like, same with David Wheelie, but it just or the core. That'll just have like these extra lines. Like that. Okay. Trying to pick ones don't want. That's easier for me. I'm picking ones I do want. Okay, and then see if I can take all these and then try to put it kind of like that. That's too gray. Let's bring it more bluish. Obviously, this one will have to be darker. That kind of works. Okay. So we gotta go. Outer core. This is all one layer. Now we're done. Oh yeah, that's right. Again, so they all have the same kind of gray complexion. Not this, but it'd be a little bit darker. Because it's a little bit further away. All those little things that we added onto the other one. This could be wheelie. I don't know. There we go. Let's get rid of outline again. We're actually doing pretty good on this, all things considered. And so, actually, how does this work? I would need this, but then darken this, maybe? No. White. This whole thing needs to be blue. And then we'll have the other thing on top, I think. The shine and the pupil sort of thing. I don't know. Actually, yeah, let's get rid of that, maybe, and then we'll add the extra little line that goes around it. That's super janky. Yeah, I was working with Toon Boom today for like 2.5 hours. So, my flash goals are kind of taking a beating. I was like, this is not working as I wanted it to. Okay. This looks so weird, but we're gonna get there. Okay. Let's see. Let's make this slightly darker this way. Okay. Okay, red. Is it? Oh, we got confused with all this. That'll be the last thing to do, because there's so much other stuff that I need to do, that's like, that's gonna be the last of my problems. Just gonna figure out that. So, okay. It's because I need to get going on this. So thank you guys for, you know, people who were helping with that. But it's just been so tricky to get this going as well. I care about the lore and everything, but I feel like just for this little, you know, fan art thing, it's just like, I don't know if I need to, you know, obey it as much. Just because I'm so trying to get these lines to work. It's just so hard. Everything's so much smaller. I see why Toon Boom has like a dedicated like drawing area, or like it has a separate, completely different viewport to be able to just modify pictures like in his own universe. To like solo mode on drawings. Just because it's trying to do it with this little tiny. I'm trying to draw it really small, just because they're literally really tiny. And I'm trying to move pixels around like literally the size of atoms, moving them around. That's why I'm struggling so hard. It's just because I'm actually zoomed in that much. That is just like, I can't. move these things as best as I want. Okay. Looks weird. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I need let's read white. Put it over there. Shines kind of work as pupils in a way. And then line it up a little bit. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, people might be able to, you know, somewhat, you know, with process of elimination, what these things are. So I just have to, you know, feel bad, but it's just like I gotta work with this, I guess. I mean, usually with these kind of, if this was like a real project, I would spend, you know, obviously more time on this to make it look good, more than trying to make it a speed run. I'm trying to do it in however much time I have left. And I might even like make this and then say like, oh, that doesn't work, and probably like make it a different version, like redraw the entire thing, or like resketch it and make, you know, like my second version that I had. Might start from there and then redo it. So I would definitely want to spend more time on these certain things. The only like speed limit that, you know, is really driving me is just because I want to have dinner at a reasonable time. So that's the only reason that I'm wanting to do this quickly, more than anything else. Looks too uniform, but at this point, I'm okay with that. So some of these are going to be dark and gray, and this might be the orange one. Like a thin gray, orange-ish. And then go back and forth between all these. There we go. And this could be darker, and then darker, and then convert these into color, and then get everything, and then move this as fill, not fill, strokes. There we go. Okay. That works pretty well. I could probably also, you know, fix this. Okay. And fix that. Okay. How are we doing? I think that was it, actually, except for these little panels. These guys will need to be filled in with something like this color, I guess. There we go. And we'll have to move this one out a little bit. I'm going to cut this on separate layers. Let's move all of them at once. I don't know, where would it be? It kind of works. Maybe a little bit bigger. Okay. Move the whole thing over. Like that. There you go. I mean, I like lattice the most, but I guess that kind of works. Just because I don't really like some of this kind of a shape. I don't know. I can't. That happen. I want it to happen. It's like trying to draw it in the opposite way. Ah, come on. Want to connect these two lines, please? Try at the other end. Ah, there we go. Those weren't connected, but okay. You know, I'll take it. Okay. Do that. Okay. Let's find more things to clean up. Kind of like some of this. Some of this. Nope. Okay. And also what I was saying, like with, you know, I would definitely want to spend more time as well as redrawing it if I need to. I feel like that kind of, you know, kind of like what I said, like another time where I wanted to make sure that all this kind of works. Or it's impossible to like check things when there's nothing to check. Like if this was my screen and it said fix it, and it's like, I don't know how to fix that. But now it's like, oh, I have this, and it's like, fix this, and it's like, okay. You know, so it's just, when I'm thinking about it, it's just like, it's, now that I have all this, now I can fix it up. And I probably want to make this into like one group or something. Just because that's still a little annoying. This little panel could have some kind of design, I guess. I don't know. Just because I don't know if it makes sense or not, but there you go. That looks pretty cool. Leaving things as just simple shapes works with the style, but it also kind of looks not as cool. Make it just slight. And then bring it slight. Okay. This needs to be here. This needs to be over there. I don't know what this is, but I don't know. It's also like a little red light we could put. I see from here. I forgot the tube, so I'll have to do that. So above there, probably like underneath these two. We'll get that, and then we'll just add the tube in. Boop, 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 I guess. Let's see. Let's see if that works, you know? Who knows? Okay. Okay. So what do we get? Okay. I read it, but then it's like, oh, I want you to actually say it. Like I need to actually read it again. Morality and cake mix recipe. That works. What color would it be? It'd be the same, this color. And then we just kind of alternate it. Like that. And then you can just pull this down and then try and make it straight. Yeah. There you go. It's like a 90s Saturday morning cartoon kind of style, I guess, I made. I don't know. That works. I could have more wires or something back here or something. Maybe in the very back. It's kind of freehanded or something. Or I can make this thinner and then just say like some more chords or something. Oop. I don't know. Is that many? Kind of feels a little bit. Ah, it's Wally. How does that happen? Okay. I think it's by page down. I might be doing it. Screw that up. Maybe not too much there, but this could be up and over. Let's see. It's kind of playing with it now. Just add some more, you know, detail into all this. As I say, as I want to add even more detail into this. There you go. Okay. How do you feel about the core colors? Let's see what we got. Morality is too blue. Okay. Let's see. What do we get? So which way would it be better? I mean, that kind of works better. Let's try for darker. It looks more like a human eye, and that's why it's like weird. But if we do it the opposite, then it's like, oh, it's a robot eye. Is that how that? That's weird. Always a weird jump scare. And it's like looking down just because looking over. So I look behind it. Purple towards body. Okay. I see. Yeah, it needs to be more grayish, maybe? Maybe these. Yeah, I just made it too blue, I think. Rather than figuring out a nice shade here, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. It's because there's no shade that it really is, except really just the blue. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That looks better, I think. Maybe. Keep clicking the wrong one. Okay. That kind of works. Yeah, that seems more portally, I think. Yeah. Looks nice. Thank you. That's the important part. It's gotta look pretty good. Gotta get rid of these, because they're probably just messing it up. Where is this? Probably just get rid of that, and then just add a new circle, maybe, then, I don't know. Yeah, let's get rid of the purple, and then try to fix this thing here. Yeah, it's never gonna be perfect. I don't know. Maybe I can add something. They're on the same layer, that was the problem. So that I could add a new layer in between, and then say here. And then add a new layer. That's a new circle. This will be the underneath shade, I guess, to this, and then this could be darker, and then this doesn't make sense. Sure. Maybe it's too shiny. Let's make this smaller. Maybe this could be more. This maybe like at 50% or something. And then maybe darker. Maybe lighter? Yeah, okay. That's like a metal somehow. Like it has a glass shine on it or something. Maybe more. I don't know. We can do the same thing with this, and then we can tint this more towards that. Like that. There you go. Okay. Light purple pupil should be darker than the iris. I'd like to disagree with that, so I'm not gonna do that. I explained before that it looks more like a human eye. If it's like that, and it's like, looks weird. I'm gonna do it the opposite. Make it a little bit lighter. Here we go. Yeah, because what I'm looking at is that they have something. It's like they have actual light going into it. Or like light is glowing out of it, like there's a center that's bright, and then the fall off is the rest of the color. But I could be wrong though. My pupil lighter. My pupil is black, so it'll be darker than my iris. So what I'm saying here is that the pupil is lighter than the iris. And I think that looks interesting. I could add, I think the Gladys kind of looks good. I don't know. Tint that a little darker. It's probably more of a shade. Darker here. Just a shade. What are you? Get out of there. That's what I always have to fight with. Okay. Here's those other ones, but they're kind of hidden up by portal core. That kind of works. I could have iris be a little bit darker. That works better. Okay. If that's what you meant, I'm sorry. That looks a little better. Okay. I think that's good. I think we're going to call it there. I know we started a little bit later, but I think we used our time well there. Alright. Have dots next to them. Yeah. Oh, they have like actual codes on them? Oh, great. I think that's okay. I'm gonna have to call it. Just because, I don't know. Because obviously there'll be more details that I can add to it. And it's just like, it's gonna be, we'll be here all day then. Just want to fix that little line. And then I'll call it. Okay. Yeah, but is that obviously I can, you know, come back to this later and fix it. Probably like read your comments. And then I can probably fix it. But for now, just for the stream. And for not being too fiddly with all these details, I'll just call it here. The background, that should be orange. There you go. Big enough that when you put this all together, there you go. Okay. Try to move it over a little bit. There you go. Works pretty good. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. It doesn't actually go into the other boxes like that. There you go. Okay, clean up with that. Okay. There we go. If there is anything that, like, why didn't you fix that? Which I'm seeing right now. Why didn't you fix that? There's a million other, like, little lines that aren't perfect. So, but I think on the whole, let's kind of look at it and go, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you didn't know what it was, then you obviously wouldn't know what it is, but I think just because I know what it is, it's like, I could probably tell what it is. I mean, yeah. I think, yeah, some of the colors, like, could be, just because they're, like, a lot of the reference pictures are very, moody or very, like, have lighting onto them. So that's what I'm saying, like, trying to figure out the, actual colors. It's a little bit harder to get. As well as just the way that I drew them with the details on them, that's, like, they don't really lend themselves one-to-one, so it's kind of hard to tell with that. But I like, Soap Dish Face Gladys. I think that get her essence really well. Oh boy. But how are we thinking? What do we think? I think it was good. Obviously I had trouble with the Judy as well, just because I couldn't figure out how to draw Judy's arms. So I think this is a little bit different, that I had to didn't have to focus on anatomy as much, but just like extra details and picking and choosing which details is what's interesting. Just because it's like, you know, because it's a 3D model of very realistic textures and everything, so it's kind of hard to make it into what details to choose. So I just kind of just chose, you know, my own interpretation of it rather than one-to-one with anything. Really. And it's like, that kind of works, you know. Again, it's like a 90s kind of sitcom or 90s cartoon kind of feel to it. So I'm happy with that. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. There's always more things to add or fix, but I think otherwise we'll be here all day. So I'm going to call it. And then we'll go to towards time and see if there's anything else that I can prattle on for another half hour. If I can turn anything cute. I know. Yeah. Even with that Steve guy, like in the first one. Like whatever this biker guy, you said it was an assassin or bandit guy. He's like, you know, his personality kind of lended itself to being like, oh, he's kind of this cute, you know, or friendly, and then it's kind of ended up being cute. As well as Gordon, just like, he's kind of, he's just, you know, happy to be here. He's happy to be with his friends. I don't know. And then yeah. I think it's kind of like storybook aesthetic also kind of lends to it too. That it's kind of being, it feels like one of those golden books, you know, where it's like a Disney, you know, even though they're already kind of cartoonified, so they're like the forms of them or how many lines are being taken to draw them is already kind of optimized, but then you like make them into a golden book, and it's like it feels like they're even more chibi in some way. So yeah, so kind of like that kind of aesthetic where just kind of take anything and no matter what it is. And it's like, you kind of just remove a bunch of details and then just make everyone's eyes bigger, and it's just like, oh, that's cute. It's kind of all you have to do. Everyone's smiling. Gladys is smiling on the inside. Alright. Happy Gordon's great. I'm gonna go to toaster time. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Welcome back. Only caveat with trying to do the opacity with this, because last time we tried to have the toaster time have like another special effect, like this, where it's like a pass through that we wanted. Only caveat was that I had to manually do it, like I just did, where it looked opaque and then added a opacity color correction to it. So that's the only thing. So for those kind of couple of seconds, zoom in so you can just see the three here. That's a talk about stuff. That kind of works. Yeah, it's a small scale over there that I see. Yeah, that works. Of course, I could have it opaque where you don't see through it, but then you wouldn't be able to see the toasters. So it works both ways. But yeah, I'll go to toaster time. Yeah, we're here. So welcome. Let me get some water. I'm sure I missed 90% of your comments just because I wanted to draw it how I saw it. But that's okay. Thank you so much for the help. Yeah. There's so many things in Portal that I forgot about. I haven't played in like, 5 years or more. And I was like, stuff kind of falls out of your memory. Let me see. Let's just click over here for a bit. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that. The next one will probably be one of the bottom ones. Most definitely. So what to look forward to is Ultra Magnus Terminator and Spinel from Steven Universe. So, what the... we'll have a fun week and a half or more. Let's see how that does. Oh, I could put like a... it's locked with the names. Names locked. There we go. So I guess Portal just for the series. I think Judy Hopps with the Zootopia probably won't fit. Oh, I'll put it on the bottom. Zootopia. Well, it has to be Zootropolis, but I'm gonna go with American. Ultra Magnus. Over here. Transformers. There you go. See that. Do I need a thing for this? I don't think so. Terminate. There you go. Is that better? Alright. Legit didn't know? Oh yeah. That's fun. Hope you know more about this character that I didn't know about, or you didn't know about. I didn't know about Terminator really. So that'll be fun when we get there. That'll be the Steve of round 2, where I don't know. I haven't watched any Terminators, so that might be homework for me later. But at least for now, we'll figure it out. But yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna talk about just regular stuff that I've been working on for a bit, and then we'll see what happens. So yeah, I've been working on the movie, actually, the Derpy movie. That's actually coming along, pretty good. Mostly just going back to into pre-production stuff, or preemptive, well, whatever you call it. We're just going back to working on the script last week, rewriting a bunch of things. We talked about how things that happened in the first part, now that that's being released. In the third part, they do another story time, sit down, half exposition, half entertainment thing. So for that, my original storybook explanation of the different characters, the mongooses versus the snakes, that whole story and backstory was just as sparse and not really actually very good. So thanks for all your feedback to being confused about it, that now I thought about it and rewrote. I've actually rewrote it several times. My original script was very different. Thankfully I wrote down my original version to those parts and sections, so I was able to look at that and be able to see oh, I thought of that as well, rather than, because I had two versions, an alternate, and my second alternate was the one I was gonna go with, but my first one had more details and different, a completely different story and setup. So it's oh, I can use those ideas that I then delete, and be able to put that back in, then make it more complete, which might make it, it's about, I don't know, probably 30 seconds for it, but I think that's worth it to be able to explain things, because that's going to be really the only place that we really explain the relationship really with the mongooses and snakes. So I think it'd be a good enough investment that now I can see that would be a good investment to dive into it as much as I can in that section. So worked on that, and then started working on making the storyboards to fit with that. So I drew all the things that I rewrote. Working now with getting some of the backgrounds working, because I'm going to be again using 3D sets. So it'll be fun. My 3D sets have definitely improved somewhat since first time I tried to make them. So at least I'm trying to actually go to full. Because with my tests, I would just make a bunch of blocks and say oh, that's good. Now it's oh, I can make these into have textures and more geometry than just I put a cube here, just for time and everything. To make the making the backgrounds is really fun. It's really fun, because I'm able to use my 2D textures and place them onto the models, which just sounds simple, that's just what you do, but it's able to take my literal assets from my cartoons and place them onto a 3D object is really cool. I really that's a fun part of that. Being able to actually envision these things that I'm trying to draw in perspective is now it's oh, I can just morph it onto a 3D object that's real perspective while still having that the art that I put onto it. So it's oh, I could have a building and then have a door that I drew in Flash and be placed in the same place. So it's that's really cool. So I'm trying to make a whole city. It's gonna be the next part. I mean, in the last second you saw them walking into the snakes running into a city. So that's gonna be the next place. It's gonna be in the whole city. So we'll see how that goes. The city is actually without the script rechange. It was gonna be like over a minute, so now it's like probably like closer to minute and a half to 2 minutes with the full script rewrite, and with some basic timing. So just for now, I'm trying to figure out like how to cut it up, like where would be a good stopping point. I think I got one, which kind of works. So, unfortunately, might be a minute and a half for city 1, and then like 30-40 seconds for city part 2. So it's gonna be a little bit uneven. That, so I don't know how that's gonna work, but yeah, it's gonna work anyway. Because they'll all be eventually released, in some part, and they'll all be put string together into like one mega actual movie once you're all together. So now that'll be the most fun part. So I'm like keeping in mind, where I put these breaks as well as the logistics of the video, as well as, most importantly to me, the audio of like how to fade in or out, or try to hard stop a music in between 1 and 2. I had like it kind of fade out, and then like had as she opens the doors, and it kind of like fades into another one. So that's like this sort of sloppy simple way to do it, but it kind of works. So I just do that, or like try to figure out how to like MIDI crossfade or something, where like it's the same kind of like fade in and out, but it's like the same song but it like might have like different instruments. You can have like a xylophone version and then like a trumpet version of the same song, and then play them both at the same time, and then during the editing you can like fade one out, fade like the trumpet off, and then the xylophone will then be heard. So I've done stuff like that with my my recent chibi actual cartoons. So been doing stuff like that. So might do something like that. I don't know. Oh boy, you're off. Okay, see you then. Okay, thank you guys for joining up. Thank you. You've been great. Other stuff though, I could probably talk really quickly about the Toon Boom Midnight Mare stuff. Is that it's been interesting going on and on, off and on, whether or not I have stuff to do. Cause like the first week it was like, hey, can you like make, this character and like make a whole like puppet out of that and make an animation, like in a couple days. And it's like, ooh, okay. Now it's like, hey, can you design 3 characters? And then, well, now it's like, oh, just kind of, we'll figure it out as we come along later on. So, or we'll have, I don't know, I mean, weird with this. Gan asked to like have 3 new characters, and then I designed 3 characters, and then now he's deciding what to go with palettes, with different colors. So, been waiting on that. So in the meantime, I've been trying to make a basic mare base. So, Duo Cartoonist originally made the original Toon Boom puppets for the characters. So they're pretty complicated and have like, obviously I've never really used Toon Boom, since like a couple months ago. So diving into like one of the more complicated rigs is very daunting. So that's been fun to like figure out as I go along. Trying to like strip this, character down into like, take off its hair and recolor it has been really more complicated than I thought. But as I keep going, it's like, it's like, oh, I want to change this color to get this color palette into a different color palette, and it's like, that's more complicated than I thought it would be. Because with Flash, you saw like there's no palette per se, which has its pros and cons. Where a palette would involve, you have literally like, imagine like a Bob Ross palette where you have this board and you put all these colors onto it. Um, Imagine that you can, change those colors, swap individual colors into a different color. Like you can change yellow into red, but that element in like actual paint on the board remains fixed. If you want to have a recolor, you would have to have a completely different palette, which means a different board with different colors. So trying to like remap them into this other palette is like more complicated than maybe it's less complicated than I thought it would be. But for right now, it's just like I don't understand how that's supposed to happen. So I've just been experimenting with it, and it's just been that's what I've been doing. It's really fun, but it's just like overwhelming of just like how simple things have been overblown in Toon Boom. That it's just like I want to change this color from yellow to red. And it's like, well, have you checked for this color override in this one peg over here? Because if you don't, you're gonna pay the cost for it, where it's gonna think that, well, now it doesn't exist or something, or it's just gonna disappear and it's not gonna be visible. And it's just like sitting there going, why did his mouth disappear when I changed the color into this different palette? And it's just like so frustrating. So trying to figure these things out, and it's just like spend like hours trying to just change colors into a different palette. And then like later, like today, like I found like looked through the scripts, and it's like, well, maybe there's a color override just for like changing palette to palette, and it's just like that sounds right. So maybe I could use that, but I haven't tested it, so it's been tricky with that. That's my daily diary with that, of where I am. So hopefully, the end product of that will be, I will have a base pony mare puppet that then I can like, have to change it into a new palette again, because if I just recolor the same palette, it'll get confused. If I have, two characters that are using the same palette, that's just like one of them maybe is just renamed, which doesn't mean anything, but have a different shade for everything, then they'll take from one character, will then take the same attributes and colors from the other character, so that's bad. So end product would just be to have a base puppet that then I can obviously will have to recolor it, but then it'll have stripped of everything that would be extraneous and accessories like hairs and whatnots. That then it could just be transformed and recolored into a different character, which will make making new characters simpler. But for now, it's just like it's really complicated to make it simple. Where I'm trying to I'm experimenting to see what the different pegs and different attributes and nodes, that's what they are. Trying to figure out between the different nodes of what they really do. So it's kind of like, really just play for it to see like what node does. Like, do I really need this color override, or do I need this mask here? So I just kind of start deleting things and then go look through the timeline to go, oh look, that did actually do something, so let me put it back. Stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's about it for that. That it's Toon Boom is great. It's powerful, but at the same time, it's just like I want to do this, and it's like not really giving me the easy way, too visibly, or it's like easy way is just like, well, you're just supposed to do this, and it's like, well, why don't I just do this? And it's like, no, because of this other thing, or because of this other thing plus this other thing means that you can't do this, and it's just like this. What? That's just way more complicated than it needs to be. But anyway, hope you guys had fun. Wrap up for this. We'll continue with this, and then next week we'll continue with the rest of them. So hope you had fun. Okay, later, everyone else. Okay, well, I'm the only one here, so I'll say goodbye to myself. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.